Here is the dilemma. Do I have the hard conversation and perhaps chew somebody out, yell at them, because that's going to get me what I want? Or do I use my tools? Do I use nonviolent communication? Do I express my feelings? Do I stick to my own communication principles? It's a tough one. And I found myself on a call today coaching a guy, reminded me of a story which I'll share in a second. But what I said is, this guy works in a business, so he has to get things done. Results are important. And I said, stay true to yourself until you don't get what you want. And it reminded me of the story of Jack Kornfield, who was this meditation teacher. He's an author. He's this very calm yogi. And he was building a house, and the contractor was taking really long and kept procrastinating. And I'm paraphrasing, but Kornfield would namaste him, and would it be okay if you were able to work a little faster, and kindly speak to him, and nothing was changing. And I thought where he was going to go with the story is, well, you have to just continue to speak kindly and stay true to yourself and your principles, and there's never a place for bad language. But that's not what happened. He started yelling at the guy. He said, listen, MF, if you don't complete this MFing job, I'm gonna haul your ass into court and sue you for everything you have. And guess what? The house got built. And what he said was, I was speaking yogi to this guy, but I had to speak contractor to him. The contractor only understood contractor. Like, finish this job, finish this effing job, or I'm gonna haul your ass into court. And that got through. And remind me of something I say all the time, which is a good pass is one that's received. The analogy is in basketball. If you throw an alley-oop, what you think is a great pass to a guy who can't jump, and there's a turnover, the turnover is on you, the person who passed the ball. And I said to this guy, I said, I'd like to be your friend. You sound like a really nice guy. You stay true to your principles. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You're not disrespectful. You don't yell. You don't raise your voice. That's great. But if you're not getting results, then what? And ultimately where we went with it, well, first question you have to ask is, are you more interested in the results, or are you more interested in the relationship? That's first. And often you want both. It's not an either or. What matters most? Is it get from point A to point B? Is it get the job done at all costs? Or is it maintain the relationship at all costs? And the answer might be different when you're at work and when you're at home. Here's, though, the real art to this, which is avoid the binary thinking that to get what you want, you have to cuss somebody out. If I want to get the result, my only choice is to yell at this person and pull every fast one. What I said is, if you really want the result, yes, you absolutely have to think about how the pass is received. You have to deliver the message in a way that the person gets it. Walk in their shoes, speak in a way that they're going to understand, it's going to land on them. And the real art is doing that without having to cuss, without having to raise your voice, without having to chew them out. You can be very direct. You can have crucial conversations. You can have difficult conversations. You can let it be clear what the consequences are and get that result without losing yourself, without losing your own values about the way you speak to people. So it's not an either or. Do you want the result or the relationship? I think almost always we want both, and we have to think about how it's going to land on the person. And ultimately, yes, have the hard conversation and be respectful.